Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Salk here, and I'm bringing you guys my UTL Season 7 draft analysis video. And as you can tell by my voice, I just woke up. I'm a little bit tired, but we're going to get right into this. So the UTL is a league I have been in for quite a while. I've been in since Season 4, and I enjoy this league a lot. With Season 7 just finished drafting, I had the third pick overall. And UGL does have some significantly unbanned mons, such as, I believe, Mega Mawile, Tapu Lele, Zero Aura, Megalati, Os, and Os. Some of those, I believe, should stay banned. Some of those I believe, should be unbanned, but I digress. I had third pick. First pick was Megaladios. Second pick was Tapu Lele. Go figure. I had I had pick 3. I was hoping Tapu Lele would fall to me, but it ended up not working. So I picked up Zero Aura. So Zero Aura is a very, very, very fun Pokemon. Since it's unreleased, nobody's really had the time to tinker with it. And I believe it could be a fantastic draft league Pokemon. 143 base speed means you're going to force a lot of Scarfers. And if you can force Scarfers, you know what some Pokemon are going to be. And any information you can get on their team is beneficial to you. Base 112 attack and 102 special attack is fantastic. Moves like Close Combat, Plasma Fist, Discharged Volt Switch, Quick Attack for priority. It has Taunt. It has a lot of utility moves that allow it to become one of the better quick Pokemon. Heck, it even hits hard too. 112 physical attack is nothing to laugh at, and it will hurt with like a stab Plasma Fist or Wild Charge. Its ability Volt Absorb gives me an electric immunity right off the bat. So giving me a fast electric type and an electric answer is so nice to be able to just come in, be safe if I know, like, say, a Jolteon's locked into Thunderbolt because it's going through my team. Perfect. I'm fine. Zero Aura, come back, get some health. So I'm going to nickname this Pokemon Sin after Old School Sin. Shout out to Old School Skin. Follow him on Twitter. He is one of my favorite friends. He's in the NPA. He's just a really cool guy. You guys should go check him out. I will probably link him down below. Yeah, I'll probably just link his Twitter down below. But yeah, that is Zero Aura, the captain of this season of your Quad City Choice Bandits. I did rebrand, by the way. Next up, we have Heatran. Heatran, as you guys know, is a fantastic Pokemon. I'm nicknaming it Molotov this year, and it's a very, very welcomed addition to the Choice Bandits. Base 106 defense and Spadef means it can go Fizz-Def or Special Defensive each week, depending on how I view it, or I can run Scarf Heatran, which I have seen a lot of success with before. 77 speed tier is really nice. It can outspeed some of those slower walls, and heck, it even outspeeds someone like the slower Pokemon like Conkeldurr or Crawdon. So it's a very nice Pokemon. Fire and Steel typing's absolutely amazing. It gives me a good start to a Fire Water Grass Core, and it's a very, very good mon for what I was looking at drafting. This gives me a start to my balance. I draft a lot of balance or like defensive teams in order to give myself some answers. This season, however, I wanted to change that. I wanted to go a little bit more offensive, but first I needed a little bit more bulk. Enter Vaporeon. Welcome Taku, aka the Cuteness, shout out to Randy, for joining the squad. Base 130 HP, 95 Spadef. Means I can take so many special hits and just wish back up. So if my Heatran gets low, I can come in, I can wish it back up, and boom, it's back at a pretty high health. It also is very fantastic special attack in 110. So if I want to, I could really just run like specially offensive Vaporeon one week if I see it has a nice matchup like Ice Beam, Scald, like Energy Ball, and like Hidden Power or something. But yeah, Vaporeon's going to be a very, very solid addition. You guys know what Vaporeon does. It sits there, it walls, and it's very, very nice to have on your team, and it's hard to go against unless you have a strong grass type or electric type. But yeah, that's Taku. Taku is going to be one of my favorite members to use because I have not used Vaporeon in draft format yet. I haven't used Zero Aura either. Go figure. But Vaporeon's one of the mons I've always wanted to try. And with that, we're up to Parthenax, aka Skyrim's Aerodactyl. Base 135 attack, base 150 speed. I want you to tell me what's a switch in. And what is a switch into this thing? Because I honestly don't know. I have not used this Pokemon before. Base 80 HP, 85 defense, and 95 SPDF is nothing to laugh at. With Rock Flying, it does have a decent amount of resistances, such as ground it's immune to, it's neutral to fighting. So if it's just like a non-stab, like coverage fighting move, we might be able to take it and just roost back up. However, I don't want to use this thing fully def or fizz def every time. It's mostly going to be a lot of really quickness. It adds to a very, very nice offensive core with Zero Aura and Aerodactyl being really, really quick at 150 speed and 143 speed, respectively, I believe. But yeah, Mega Aerodactyl is just going to be one of those Pokemon I'm really going to enjoy using. It has really, really fun move pool. It has Hone Claws, so I start not missing Stone Edges, which is going to be nice. Uh, has a lot of flying type moves such as Wing Attack with Tough Claws boost actually raises its base power. It's going to be really fun to use, and I feel like it's going to be one of those Pokemon that people are going to look at and be like, "Oh, shenanigans! He has a Mega Aerodactyl. What's my switch in?" And that causes a lot of other Pokemon, like I said, to run Scarf. And that way, some of my other offensive Pokemon that we'll reveal later have the ability to come on in, and they can start messing them up because they're locked into a move. So yeah, Mega Aerodactyl named Parthenox from Skyrim. Next up, it's an old favorite of mine, Mimikyu the Cuddle Buddy. I love my Mimikyu. Mimikyu holds a dear spot in my heart from GBL Season 2 when I first got to try it. It just destroyed everything and their mother. It was fantastic. Mimikyu is so great because of its ability, Disguise. It's Mimikyu only ability that allows you to take one hit, physical or special, doesn't matter, and take no damage from it. So you can come in, take Stealth Rock damage, not bust your Disguise, and set up a Swords Dance. And then all of a sudden you're at +2 with base 90 attack. That's really, really, really scary. And base 96 speed is nothing to laugh at either. It can outspeed quite a lot. Especially if I do run a Jolly Nature. I'm quicker than most non-adamant. I'm quicker than any adamant base 100 Pokemon. Awesome. Yeah. Uh, Moves like Play Rough. Mimikyu has its own Z move, which is Mimikyu MZ, and allows Play Rough, its signature move, to turn into Let's Snuggle Forever. Because who doesn't want to snuggle with a Mimikyu? Also, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, very, very nice. I can run some other coverage moves such as Wood Hammer, X Scissor, very nice for other Pokemon such as like bulky water types or bulky grass types that I'm not usually able to hit. It does get Drain Punch for steel types that usually wall Mimikyu. So yeah, Mimikyu is a very, very welcomed addition to the squad, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to use. I'm gonna see how many kills I can rack up with it. Next up, we have Miltank, aka Swerve when I roll out. Base 105 defense, 70 speed and 95 HP. Normally, this is a really big chance to take Miltank around this time, but I did snipe a couple of people, so that means it would have gone soon, and I'm glad I took it now and rather than missed out on it. Uh, like I said, base 105 defense and 95 HP with its own reliable recovery move and Milk Drink is so nice. I can have it just sit there and just tank and set up rocks and toxic and paralyze and just do everything, just be annoying and just sit in your face and be like, you have no fighting move, haha, you suck. It's super wonderful, super, super wonderful. But yeah, that's Miltank. It's going to be a very, very welcome addition to the squad. Next up, we have Cobalion. Base 29 defense and 108 speed. Make this thing a fantastic Volt Switch user. It also has access to Stealth Rocks, which gives me Cobalion, Miltank, Aerodactyl, all with rocks. So I have multiple options if I want to just bring like Rocks Cobalion, or I want to bring Rock Polish Swords Dance Cobalion, or I want to bring Swords Dance Steelium Z with 2 other coverage moves Cobalion. This thing hits stupid hard, and with a Swords Dance up, base 90 attack, hurts, just like Mimikyu. So yeah, Cobalion named Athos because it's based off the Three Musketeers, and Athos was the Cobalion, basically. Don't kill me, comment section, if I said that correctly or wrong. Please, no, I want to leave. Falcon 34, welcome back to the team. 105 defense with an Eviolite, which boosts its defense and SPDF from 65 to, what did I read? I want to say like 100 or base like 110 maybe, something like that. But yeah, it is a wonderful Pokemon. Falcon 34 was on my team last year. and it's just fantastic. Making Gligar one of my team members was actually one of my priorities this year. I wanted to take it after I got sniped of Donphan earlier in the draft. So Gligar just looked at. I'm like, I want to bring this Pokemon back from last season. It was one of my MVPs. It took so many hits. It was just fantastic. It was a good bring to almost every game that they didn't have a strong ice type, like Mamoswine or Weavile, Cryogonal, some of those stuff that you don't see very often. It's just stupid good and bulky with access to rocks, U-turn. I can even run an offensive. Base 75 attack plus a Swords Dance could do some damage. Be careful. Base 85 speed is nothing to laugh at either. That's quicker than a lot of other Pokemon, such as like Buzzwole, which is as known to be one of my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, Falcon 34, Shiny Gligar, welcome back to the squad. Next up, we have a Lowland Persian. A Lowland Persian is a Pokemon that I've really wanted to try out because it has the ability to do so much. A Scarf Alolan Persian is just something that you see quite often, but you wonder what you can do in order to get rid of it. And with that being said, 75 special attack and 60 attacks, nothing to like go and be like right home about to mom, but it can do some damage with like foul play. It has access to a lot of utility moves such as dark. It also gives me such as like taunt and stuff. It also gives me a dark type, which is a necessity in draft format now with the introduction of like prankster abilities. It gives me immune. I'm immune to Mega Latios's stored power. I can hit Mega Latios, which is in my division. I can hit it with like another nice slap on the wrist. I can hit like a foul play or something, or I can hit it with another dark type move. It also is really quick. Gives me a nice U-turn, baton pass user. Gives me a nice parting shot. I can run Z parting shot if I really wanted to. Because this league's Z move policy, you don't have to pick one Pokemon. Every Pokemon can use Z moves besides your Mega. Go figure. With that being said, I feel like Garfunkel will be a Z move user or a Scarfer or like a Specs or a Banded user, depending on the week. I feel like it'll be one of those good choice Pokemon. Heck, I may run an Expert Belt from time to time, but we'll see. But a Lowland Persian named Garfunkel, after one of my friend's cats, is going to be a really welcomed addition to the Choice Bandits this year. Next up, Phantom, the Gourgeist. Now, these are stats for Gourgeist Super, which is probably the Pokemon I'm going to bring the most just because I'm going to use it more as defensive rather than speedy. But base 112 defense, it gives me a Ghost type, which I already have in Mimikyu, but it also gives me a Grass type, which is super welcome. It completes my Fire Water Grass with Heatran, Vaporeon, and now Gourgeist with access to Leech Seed is super wonderful because Leech Seed will start taking effect, and it's hard to take this thing down regularly. If you're just firing off regular physically defensive move, I can Leech Seed, I can Synthesis up, and welcome back to hell. Phantom is going to be a welcomed addition because of the ability to stall out opponents and also be very bulky, while also having base 100 attack where I can do some damage if need be. But that's Phantom for you. Second to last, we have Odaving, I'm going to pronounce it as, the dragon that you capture in Skyrim in the main quest. Spoilers, I'd hope it's not a spoiler. You all should have played Skyrim. It's a beautiful game. It's a wonderful game. It's the dragon that you capture up in Whiterun Tower, and that's the one you ride into the final boss stage. Base 135 special attack. Holy crap, this thing hits hard. It may be slow, but I need a couple slower Pokemon anyway. Gives me the ability to go out and run, like, say, if I know he could run Trick Room, I could bring low speed Drampa just as a backup, because I do have a very quick team. Base 85 defense, 91 speed F, and 78 HP is nice average bulk with access to reliable roost for recovery. It gives me the ability to go out and basically sit there, take hits. It's a bulky dragon type, which completes my fairy dragon steel core of, as weird as this is going to sound, Trampa, Heatran, and Mimikyu for my fairy dragon steel, which I think is pretty solid. I think it's pretty solid core if you ask me. But yeah, Drampa gives that. It also has a normal type, which isn't too terrible, but gives me a ghost immunity, I guess. Gives me a fighting weakness, though, which I already have patched up pretty much. But yeah, it's going to be really fun to use this Pokemon because I really wanted to use it. It has a couple really good abilities in Sap Sipper, so I can take any grass move that Vaporeon doesn't want to take. I can swap into it, take that grass move, raise my special attack, and just start hitting things harder. It has Berserk, which I believe it goes under 1/3 HP. Its special attack gets raised by 1 stage, and I believe its other ability is Cloud 9, which makes other weathers disappear. Which there is a couple people in this league who drafted weather. So yeah, Drumpa's a wonderful Pokemon, and I really look forward to using it this year. Last but not least is Levani. Base 103 attack is meh. Its stats are meh. It's an average Pokemon, but it has one very useful thing. Sticky Webs. The ability to give Sticky Webs to Mimikyu, or Cobalion, or like Drampa even. If I really wanted to run Sticky Webs again and with my Drampa, that'd be funny. But Kazane Aboa is really, really welcomed because of the Sticky Web addition. Yeah, it's a grass type. Cool. Completes a cool core, which I already had completed. Gives me a bug type and a grass type, which gives me a fire weakness, but I already have Heatran with fire absorb, basically, flash fire. And it's just a really nice Sticky Web user. It's going to be nice to have time to time. I don't think I'm going to bring it too often, but it will be a very welcomed addition. And with that, that wraps up my team recap. Zeraora, Mimikyu, Vaporeon, Cobalion, Gligar, Miltank, Levani, Aerodactyl, Heatran, a Lowland Persian, Gorgeist, and Drampa. Very off-the-wall team, but it looks like a lot of fun on paper, and it's going to be a lot of fun to use. So I look forward to seeing you guys in week 1 with my team builder prep for AJ in the... Nope, I face Blue and the Miami Phoenies. With that, I am out. Peace out, Girl Scouts.